Hello, welcome to the Inner Swim channel. My name is Jaylyn. This is 10-minute Yin, just a brief space in your day to just be with yourself, and hopefully it sets the tone for the rest of your day to take a really good care of yourself. So if you love Yin and if you love yoga, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and let's begin. So all you'll need for today's practice is a little space and maybe a yoga block, or what could work in replace of a block is like a couple of really thick books or a firm pillow. Okay, so just have that handy. And then we're gonna start today on our backs. You can just lie back and just settle. Knees can be bent or straight. Just settling down into our place, settling down into the body. We're going to take 7 long, slow, deep breaths to prepare. So whenever you're ready, breathing in, breathing out 7 times. Nice deep breaths. And keep the breath flowing. Just a couple more. And after that 7th breath, let it all go. And just notice how you're feeling. What's present inside your body, in your mind, maybe in your space, the space around you. And then if we're on our backs, we're just going to stretch our legs out long, reach our arms overhead. Just take a nice long stretch. Good, and then gather your knees in towards your chest and make your way over onto your side, pressing all the way up into a seated position. So our yin shape for today is going to take us into our hips, as almost all yin poses do. Not all of them, but a lot of them take us into our hips and our lower body. So this one is very much that. We're going to internally rotate our hips and I think move our hips and our knees in a way that is quite rare, but that is so necessary for healthy knees, healthy hips, and good energy flow through the whole lower body. So there's going to be a lot of different options for today's shape because everybody's body is going to come into it so differently. So I want you to start just on your hands and your knees. Bring your knees right tight together. Bring the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet to the ground, and then just have a sit back on your heels. So option 1, if you sit back on your heels and this feels super duper intense, you could optionally just stay like this. Okay, this is one experience of this shape. If there's a really big space between your bum and the heels, you can place your pillow or blanket there. Option 2, you can lift up a bit, separate your feet so that they're wider than your hips, and place your yoga block or pillow or books under your seat between your feet, right? So I'm sitting on my prop, feet are next to the hips, knees together, and just sitting back and down into this. So the rib cage floats right over the pelvis, finding this beautiful long spine, perhaps sensing the sit bones weighting down into that prop, reaching up. So you might stay here, and if you're feeling quite a lot in your knees or in your hips, definitely stay. Option 3, you can release that block or pillow and bring it behind you and sit right between your feet. Okay, a little deeper into that rotation here in the thigh bones. Definitely a deeper squeeze on the knees. This is so good. We're squeezing our knees, getting out all that old blood, and so new blood can come back in. So if your seat is right on the floor, you could optionally take this back into a little recline. Now, if you're going to do that, my suggestion is you use your block or your pillow or your prop to support your back ribs, okay? So if you're coming back, maybe first just onto your forearms, onto your elbows, see how that is. And then maybe you're lowering all the way down onto that block and doing your best to lengthen your spine. So kind of tuck your tailbone slightly under. You might need to adjust that block so that it's right under your rib cage. Yeah, there we go. And whew, here we are. So quite a deep opening if you've reclined. Don't worry about reclining, okay? It does not matter what the shape looks like. It's all about the inner feeling. It's all about how your body relates to the shape. So wherever you are, just breathing and settling more and more through your knee joints, around your hips. If you've reclined, try to relax your rib cage down, knitting the ribs together. So this is saddle pose. And we'll be here just a few more breaths. Just make sure that your toenails are grounded. Your knees are kind of reaching away. Breath is flowing. And if all of that is happening, all is well, no matter what it looks like. Good. So if you've reclined, we're going to slowly pick it back up onto our elbows. And then without jostling yourself around too much, come back up onto your palms and back into just an upright seat here. And we're going to pause for, just a breath or two. Good. And then no matter where you are or how you've been, we're going to lift our seat up and walk our hands forward onto all fours. So walking onto all fours in a tabletop position. And then this is going to feel so nice for your knees. We're just going to stretch one leg back. You reach that heel away. Open up that knee. Let the blood rush back through those joints. And then switch and we'll do the other knee. Press the heel away. Yeah, releasing. Good. And then just to release both knees, you can ground your hands, lift your seat up and come into a little downward dog. Relaxing the heels towards the floor, maybe lifting and lowering the heels. Releasing those ankles. Nice, and when you feel released, we're going to finish this off in a comfortable seat. So any seat that you choose. I invite you to close down your eyes once again and just have a little notice of the effect of that shape. Maybe take a deeper breath or two. Awesome. And feel free to stay here as long as you like or need. Your 10-minute yin is now complete. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.